time has come, America, to step up and ban these weapons. The other very important part of this bill is to ban large-capacity ammunition feeding devices, those that hold over 10 rounds. We have federal regulations and state laws that prohibit hunting ducks with more than 3 rounds, and yet it's legal to hunt humans.
Well, let's just look at the assault weapons ban.
Yep.
We had one in this country for 10 years. Every single weapon used by the shooter in Connecticut would have been okay under the old assault weapons law. They were all exceptions.
Okay, so the law is flawed. Fix it.
Isn't it pretty hard to define what is an assault weapon? Because it's so easy to write around for manufacturers to create weapons that...
Well, if it can fire a lot of bullets very quickly, that's a good place to start, okay?
And hunters
then you
would
can
say...
argue what a lot is. Okay, let's pick it. Let's say 3. If you haven't hit the deer with 3 shots, you're a pretty lousy shot. That deer deserves to get away. Let's get serious here.
But that would ban most pistols. That would ban most...
No, but pistols are different. You have to pull the trigger each time. An assault weapon, you basically hold it, goes... Blah, blah, blah.
My bill that I've introduced dealing with the caliber weapon, I've held an AR-15 in my hand. I wish I had it. It is as heavy as 10 boxes that you might be moving. It is as heavy as 10 boxes. And the bullet that is utilized, a .50 caliber, these kinds of bullets, need to be licensed and do not need to be on the street.
I don't think that most people, I think, are for the Second Amendment right. Most people are. I am for that. I think people should be able to protect themselves. But if you're going to be honest about it, I don't think our founding fathers had these automatic weapons and military-style weapons in mind when the Second Amendment was drafted, when the Constitution was drafted.
So are you implying for the police, or are you implying for the private citizen? Because the majority of private citizens are not allowed to own fully automatic weapons.
It's for anyone.
Okay, well, the gun law says that you and I can't just randomly go out and buy an automatic weapon, so let's deal with the facts here. A semi-automatic weapon is a gun that you and I are allowed to own, and in different places they have different rules. But to imply that anyone can walk out and buy an automatic weapon is just not true, Don.
What do you mean anyone can't? Well, listen, during the theater shooting in Colorado, I was able to go and buy an automatic weapon, and I, maybe have shot a gun 3-4 times in my life. I don't even live in Colorado. I think most people can go out and buy an automatic weapon. Well,
Don, what is your definition of an automatic weapon? What is your definition of an automatic weapon?
Well, for me, an automatic weapon is something that you can shoot off a number of rounds very quickly. I was able to buy an AR-15 within 20 minutes in a state of which that I'm not a
you don't know, in all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. An automatic weapon is when you pull the trigger one time and it continually shoots off, one after another after another. A semi-automatic weapon means you have to pull the trigger.
I can do that with my AR-15. You're getting into semantics here.
Because it's not semantics.
Hang on, Ben. Let me finish.
One is semi-automatic.
Yes. Let me finish, Ben. But listen, I think you are getting into semantics. Regardless of what you want to call it, an automatic or a semi-automatic weapon, I can shoot off a number of rounds.
It's the difference between breaking the law and not breaking the law.
Will you let me finish? Will you let me finish, Ben, before we do? I can shoot off a number of rounds very quickly, and I have the capacity to harm someone's life in an instant. I think that is what's important here, and that's what we're talking about. No one is saying that you should take away anybody's Second Amendment right, but that we should examine it. And the question that we started with is the people on the street. Are they over-militarized? Are they over-armed? Police officers as well. Are they over-militarized? Are they over-armed? And should we be looking into that? Nobody's arguing the Second Amendment here. Nobody's arguing the semantics about automatic or semi-automatic. We're talking about context here. Everything in degrees, Ben.
I talk about this very...
If you look at a weapon of war, if you could have an AR-15, why couldn't you have a nuclear weapon?